Okay. Alright everyone, hello, I'm back. It seems as though my computer crashed for some random reason, but we're back in the game. I don't think we got a lot of stuff that we were supposed to have, so we're gonna have to do some work again to get back up to where we were. Okay, so what that means that we're going to do is, first things first, I'm going to collect a bunch of stuff, because we're going to collect a bunch of materials that we're going to turn into biomass, which then can be put into the burners, because we're going to make a biomass. We're going to make a few biomass burners that I'm going to hopefully kind of grind my way to solid fuel if I can. Which actually I'm going to put that as my first objective, because I want to make as much power as possible, and for me to make more power I need to make solid, for me to have more power early game, it's going to require me to have solid biofuel, and for me to have solid biofuel I will need to go through the process of stealing this. You know, it didn't get to 100, but I need it. And throwing it on the limestone over here, as well as grabbing the limestone over here. I'm going to need concrete because I'm going to be building a lot of power poles. I'm going to need a lot of, and I'm going to pretty much, the first thing I have to do while in the desert here is construct, honestly, a main like base that's going to have like the factory set up and everything like that. And so for that to actually be set up and functional the way I'd want it to be, I need to do a lot of grinding and work for that. It might just be kind of floating platforms for a little bit with like some foundational walls or something like that here and there. At some point, what the goal is to also get a MAM set up, so that, not MAM, a sink set up, because when I get the sink set up, I'll be able to start, I can unlock the shop, and through the shop I'll be able to purchase certain walls that will make my make the factory that much better and efficient, in my honest opinion. How are we doing material wise? We got 32 leaves, not enough. Currently that only gives us 15 biomass, so we're going to need way more than that. So just keep grinding away, keep getting some iron ore every now and then, or at least some ores when we find them. Just get rid of the chunks. It's probably the best way to do it, especially since, you know, we only have 2 iron ore chunks here and both of them are impure. It means that I don't really need to worry about logistics as much, except for on the what's the word I'm looking for? Except for logistics for oh my goodness, the copper. Copper logistics is pretty much the only one that's going to need a splitter in the beginning, other than when I need to split iron rods. Iron rods will still be a 30, need to be split into 15, so that will still be the same. But for this, oops, steer 2, go to obstacle clearing. I need 500 screws, 100 cable. Alright, we're gonna do this the nitty-gritty old-fashioned way. What that means is I'm going to now sit over here, grind away at making my iron ingots. We're going to make, we need 500 screws, 100 concrete. Okay. And we can craft this stuff into biomass already, which is fine. It's the solid biofuel that I want next afterwards. So this is where things are going to get tedious. It's just going to be a lot of me doing this. I'd like to not have to worry about this too much, and there's probably a simpler way of me doing this, which involves me wasting a bunch of biomass, but with our limited resources around, it's probably best that I actually do a lot of like hardcore just holding the button down and letting things go, kind of take their own course for a bit. It'd be the best way to let me craft away here. What I want to do is probably do this, and then I think after I reach about, let's say, 80 coal left, or at least let's get to 100 iron ingots. And once I get to 100 iron ingots, I'll craft enough. I'll keep crafting iron rods until I can make 500 screws, and then after that, I'll go and collect more copper for being able to make cable. Almost there, and 500 on the dot. This might take some time. Still not there. Oh boy. Yeah, having it take 3 seconds here. Although I don't even know if it's actually 3 seconds. It does go faster up to a certain point when you hold it, but I don't really know what the time length of how long it takes for this to what the numbers are. One could assume that it would technically be 3 clicks, but because you can hold it, it's not really clicks. I assume people smarter than me who play this game know exactly what it comes down to, what the math is, and how much it is. I just know that the numbers there, the bigger the number is, the longer you have to sit here and wait for it to patiently craft. The chainsaw itself will be kind of long because it's going to be a 12. It's a 12. I mean, I only have to hold it down once, thank God, but still. Almost there. 3 more. 2, 1, 500. Okay. Next, we need to have 100 cable and 100 concrete. Let's craft our copper ingots, and then we'll turn this into wire. And the thing is, this is the issue with this. 1 ingot makes 2 wire, but 2 wire makes 1 cable. So, right? Yeah. So basically, what that means is, by doing this, what I am actually doing is I'm just crafting. It's a 1-to-1 when it comes to ingots. So for every 1 ingot, you get 1 cable. And then we do this. Hope that we can get to 100 pretty quickly. It's actually probably going to get it right now. Yep, perfect. Alright, so what? Oh, darn it all. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and collect our. We're going to collect from our cable. We're going to collect from our limestone right over here. That way we can craft it, and then we're going to collect from our copper, which is right over there. Let's get to work on that. I will say, starting the desert, it's really nice change of view and being able to enjoy some different things. I've never seen this before, so it's nice to kind of be able to take it all in. I don't have a map yet, because that's something that has to be unlocked in the milestones, but it's not too big of a concern for me, at least for now. Here's our copper, so we can take 100 copper that's in here, and then we can make. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to craft a bunch of what's the words I'm looking for here? I'm going to craft a bunch of stuff that can be used for I'm going to turn it all into ingots, and then I'm going to turn it all into wire, because I'm not really worried about anything else yet. So yeah, just jump in. We can make 67 concrete. Oh well, I do have 58 already, but this is where that whole, like, some things are just so annoying. Concrete, it's a 3-to-1, and I think if I remember correctly, the constructor, it's 45, it consumes 45 concrete per minute to make like maybe 30, I think it is, or 45 limestone per minute. The good news is, because we're just collecting, like, just because it's iron that can be used for only one thing, there's really no point in doing too much there. Okay, now we can do this. Make our cable real quick. We just need to. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Launch it. Alright.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
We are going to
Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
Fun, fun, fun. Alright, I think next what we can do is, I still would like to do the conveyor splitters and mergers and such, especially when I start, because I'm going to have to get into screw production as well. Field research is another big one, but I can hold off on field research now, because what I want to do is I want to actually get this stuff up and running here. Man would be nice. The sink over here would be nice, but for now, let's focus on logistics, because logistics is going to be key. Alright, so I need 15 cable, 160 screws, and 25 rods. Alright. And pretty much all the reinforced plates that I have. So, let's craft all of our iron ingots. The way I'm probably going to do it is, I'm actually going to use the biomass burners that I have on the hub to just kickstart the constructors that are going to make that is going to automate my solid fuel and biomass constructors. And then those will go into those will feed into a manifold that has biomass manifold that is biomass burners. Now I don't know how many I'll make right now, but depending on how much I'm going to make, I do need to make a decent. I'm going to need one miner, one constructor for the. Let's keep it this way. So for each impure node that I have that is of a metal, I need one smelter. So I need one smelter for. I need one smelter that's going to be specifically for the one smelter for each iron ore node. And after that, I need to have enough smelters. I need to have 2 smelters for the copper node, and then I need a constructor for the limestone. I need at least 3 constructors for the what's the words I'm looking for here? 3 constructors for the ingots, because I'm going to turn some into plates and some into rods, of course, and then of course I'm going to change it around so that way all my rods go into, some of my rods get turned from rods into screws, so for efficiency's sake.